Welcome to another episode of
Right.
Rye Can
Can top
Top
my
My Knee.
knee.
That was the worst one yet. Oh my
That's the
gosh.
worst. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Kevin, and we are a Boys Love podcast that talks about our fave shows and all the press and mess around them. So spring is technically here, and coming to a close soon, and the heat is going to turn up. So what are your summer plans, Jonathan?
Summer plans? Nothing yet, but I do want to go to the beach maybe this year.
I might do a beach if I'm...
Little beach frolic episode, you know?
Yeah, I might. I mean, not a beach here. I might actually go to... If I decide to go to my high school reunion, I'll go to one I'll go to a beach in Chicago. Maybe.
Oh yeah, I forgot you told me that Chicago has artificial beaches.
A mix of natural and artificial beaches.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, people don't realize that Great Lakes, because they're huge, actually make natural beaches. So very interesting. Anywho, should we get to the word on the tweet?
Okay, let's get into it. So, did you see Net from Bed Friends has revealed his new ship partner?
Yeah, I was like, I don't
He
know
was
who
like
this
teasing
is.
it for so long, but yeah, he said, "Oh, it's this it's like a friend from school, or maybe it's one of his brother's friends."
Okay.
So it's like a old Nong that he's known for a while.
Okay.
But it's this guy named like JJ Radchapon.
And is he new to the BL industry?
I think he's new to acting. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like,
He's like
I
a
don't think
fresh
I've ever
face.
seen or heard of him before. So he's like new.
Not new.
Not
but
new, but new. Like new.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not new. Not, Not trying to have Z pretend that he's upset again.
Oh
So,
But I hope they do well in that new, what is it called? The Prince? In that new Z.
Oh, yes.
On that Z new show. Yeah.
Is that coming out this summer? I think that is.
It's supposed to. Wasn't it supposed to come out on Netflix? Is it in a movie or is it a show?
That's what the streets told me. It is a show. I think it's what's supposed to come out on Netflix, not in the U.S., maybe in Thailand. And then it would be available internationally on another platform. I don't remember. But
we'll see.
Yeah. But I remember it was supposed to be this summer. But anyway.
Yes, hopefully they do well.
And they're going to be in a show together. The show that Nat James was supposed to be in. Right?
Yeah.
And I forgot what that show was called.
I forgot too. But it was one of those like time travel period pieces.
Yes. Okay.
And that one's been like delayed for a while. Like, so they really need to get to it.
They're probably going to do a reshoot, so it probably won't come out till later this year, if maybe early.
No, I don't think it
next
ever.
year.
They never started.
I think they only did like a trailer, maybe, because I remember seeing
they
the
only
trailer.
did the trailer. Yeah, they only did the little trailer, but James had like, I think he had like an injury or something, so they delayed.
And then he
dipped. Finally was like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't believe there was so much drama for someone that was just in one show.
Right. I think it was we did talk about this last week, where it was like, why are people upset? You know, like, I'm so sad that y'all are not together. First of all, again,
let's normalize people being with other people.
Right. They're a ship for the show. Like, contracts end, people want to do other things. That's it. You know? And then secondly, like we said, they had one show. And it wasn't like it was a groundbreaking show. It wasn't a bad show either, you know. Like, come on.
It was a show.
It was a show. Yeah, but people need to calm down and stop getting their panties in a bunch. Like, come on. So, anyway, what else has been going on?
Speaking of panties.
Yes.
No, did you see GMMTV's Love Out Loud concert was this weekend?
Yes, and I
think today is day 2.
All the stuff from it. It looks like it was beautiful. I wish I was there.
Yeah, every year, like the like concept for this one was like pirates, and they were all on their own like ships.
Yeah,
so it was kind of like, you know, play on words, but also being literal. So I don't know. It looked a little goofy from like the trailer for this concert.
Yeah,
but it looks like they actually like put in work.
What is this? But I
saw
Earth
Mit's performance. That looks so beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, we do love Earth Mix. Like, you already know they're like in my top 3 ships. You know,
yeah,
you know, love them. But yeah, I wish we were there.
They pulled a deep night.
They did.
They pulled a deep night. They were doing the like ribbon. Is it ribbon dancing? What's
no,
it
that's
called?
not ribbon dancing. You probably don't.
What's
this
it
might
called?
be before your time, because there used to be a whole toy called Ribbon Dancers back in the 90s. And I still remember the jingle to the commercial. Ribbon dancers dancing on the wall, dancing to the streets, bouncing to ya. Ribbon dancers riding on the wall. I remembered everything about that. But anyway.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's before your time.
But anyway. so what's it called when you're like
they were doing
on a
they were not on a ribbon, they were on they were doing, you know, kind of acrobatics, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of...
Yeah, but not really. Like, they were on the stirrups and all of that. Oh, wait, maybe not stirrups is not the right word.
They were using some cloth, and they were...
Yeah, and they were suspended
aerobatics
in the air.
with it, yeah.
Yeah, aerobatics. There we go.
It was really cool, though. It was really cool.
They were suspended in the air, and...
They did, like, that same move that we saw at the end of Deep Night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and... I mean, that was cute. Wait... Isn't Osan's Love coming out this summer? The Thai version? With Earth Mix?
Sometime this year. We don't know.
Yeah.
I hope they announced it during the part 2. We don't know when it's going to come out.
Right. Well, I hope it comes out soon, because the trailer looked great. I miss seeing Earth Mix on my screen because it's been over a year now. And
or at least give us some like Earth Mid Space episodes.
Yes.
Like something. I used to live for those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're so cute. They really are.
They're so cute. And you just see they're like 20 cats in the background of the video.
Yeah. Like, they're definitely cat dads. 100%. What else is going on?
Yeah. So we could talk about a balloon's landing, because I remember I sent this to you earlier.
Yes.
And I was like, what is the drama?
Yes.
What's happening?
They lied to us. I'll say that. Okay.
Did they? Or do you know for sure?
Well, some people are saying
it's a BL.
It was promoted as a BL, but the streets are saying it's going to be a bromance.
Yes, and this is a Taiwanese movie.
Yeah, and that's what doesn't
out
make
in theaters,
sense.
I think.
Because I'm really hoping...
Why would they need to censor themselves?
Right, it's Taiwan.
Why would they need to...
Like, we've already seen...
to make this a gay-coded, but not...
Yeah, there's no need to do that unless they're planning to show it in China.
Unless they're just really queer baiting. But I don't think so. No, it seems to be like a queer story that's censored. So maybe, what you said. They're just trying to make big money in Asia, and they're in China, and they're trying to...
Or they could... But the thing is, this is the thing that I don't understand, is even, let's say, if they were trying to go into the Chinese market, right, and to go into all the rules in China, they could just, make a Chinese version, because that's
a cut.
A cut. Yeah, and do the uncut one everywhere else. Like.
But I don't think that would work for like if they do like press conferences and like interviews and stuff. The interviewer would be like, "There's another version where y'all do the nasty, and then in this version,
I mean they can
y'all
still
hold
do that.
hands."
It'll be just like they just won't ask those questions when they do stuff in China. Because if they go into mainland, if they go into China...
I guess they want to play it real safe and just have only one version out there.
Yeah. But also, if they're not going into China, then it doesn't make any sense. Because, as we know, with Taiwan, if you have stuff like History 4, which...
Problematic city.
Problematic with,
if you have stuff like
with
our
SA
recent
and
winner
Step
of RuPaul's
Brothers.
Drag Race.
Right. Like, come on. There's all this stuff going on. Like, they're very open to exploring all different kind of storylines. And yeah, like you said, we got drag queens at, talking to former presidents in Taiwan.
Yeah, we got drag queens, performing in front of presidents.
Come on. Like,
come on, Nymphia.
Right. Okay. Like, come on. So I'm really curious to see what they're gonna do. We need to hear some word from the producers of Balloons Landing on, like, what's the real tea? Like, what's really going on?
I wanna watch the movie.
I'm still gonna watch it.
It looks high budget.
Yeah. Yeah, and the leads.
We'll find the way.
They look. I'm gonna watch it, but I hope
and
they're
we'll
not
let the
lying
people
to
know.
us.
We'll let the girlies know our thoughts.
Yes, we will. Anywho, let's get to our shows of the week. Actually, it looks like we have a show of the week because I think we both have the same show.
We do. I always manage to put like the show that I just finished watching. Like I was updating this yesterday, and I just finished watching Wani Good Day, and I was like, you know what? That's my show of the week.
Yeah, and it's mine too.
Oh my god, he's copying me. Oh my god, just 2 weeks in a row. What is this?
You tried it. So, anywho. What did we think about the show? Like,
this show's so good. I love. I don't know. It's outside of school, sort of. I think.
Well, I mean, like it really is outside of school. They're professionals.
I know, but is he in school? I feel like he was in school for like a second.
He's a resident doctor.
No, not him. The boxer.
Oh, that's right. He's taking class. He's a super senior in a university because he's.
I see, a super senior. Yeah, because I was about to say, like, you're still in college, but you're dating this like doctor.
Yeah, but I think he's a late bloomer.
Podiatrist. That's probably. Yeah. All right.
He's a late bloomer because he's a celebrity boxer. So.
Yeah, so I'd love to see real grown adults in a show together. Very adult themed.
Yeah, and they're a new ship.
Very goofy. Yeah, they're a new ship. Both of them are, I think, new to GMMTV.
Yeah, and I really like this last episode. So can we? I guess we're gonna do a little bit of a spoiler.
A little spoiler. It's on episode 3, guys. Yeah, but watch it if you haven't.
Yeah, it's Wait, was that episode 3 or episode 4?
That was episode 3.
I feel as if we've zoomed really quickly in this show.
Every episode is like, yeah, we went from like, all right, let's be friends with benefits to let's fake date, and then next episode they're like, let's like they're actually going to date.
Yeah, because they catch feelings, and I mean, you could tell they had feelings.
I mean, you can see from day one.
Yeah, like there was some kind of chemistry, and this is the part, I love mess, and there's mess going on in a great way. And we know what is really kind of the motivating factor in this is Dr. D had a 8-year crush on Dr. Tur. Dr. Tur shut him down.
Pod said, no, sorry, I'm straight.
Yeah, and is going to propose to some girl or whatever.
Not propose, but I think, it looks like he's trying to get with this other girl.
Right.
Which is boo.
Right. And because of that, out of spite, Dr. D is like, you know what? I'm going to compete with you for the scholarship for research or whatever.
For the scholarship to go to America to do like a residency.
Yeah, to do a residency or something. Right. And... things.
I love that. So petty.
Yeah, it's so petty, but also like.
But that's crazy for Pod's character to be like, "Hey, I don't like you like that, but also, could you just give me the scholarship?
Right?
Could you not?
Excuse you, like,
but also, like, do you automatically get it just because you're the only contender? I guess
that's probably what would happen. But nope, they gotta defend themselves to see which one of them is going to get it. And that's it.
Yeah.
And
that's crazy how you need points from the rest of the faculty to like vote for you.
Yeah, and I guess it's mainly to see who would be the best to represent the hospital, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Since this will be a short term, it sounds like a short term residency that will involve research and all of that. But
Mhm.
anyway, the part that killed me, okay, was these nurses and RNs and
Talking shit in the
and
background.
medical technicians out here,
Uh,
gossiping, smacking their gums all across the
it's always
hospital.
they always have like these two like super femme characters to be real catty in the background,
Right.
and I'm
And
like, all
spreading
right,
rumors.
all
Like, first
right.
of all, how did you find out about what happened at that restaurant? Like, why
She
are your
said
eyes all the way up
she was
in their
there.
business? Like, why are
She
you in
said
his?
she had a friend that was there.
Yeah, why are you? So why is your friend up in
I know, but
there?
why does it matter, right?
Right.
I'd
Why
be
does
like,
it
all right,
matter?
y'all probably all like Doctor Tur. Like, it doesn't
Right.
matter.
Yeah, and why are you putting your eyes in somebody's badussi? Like, what are
Oh,
you doing? Like, come on. Unless you're planning to eat the badussi, you don't need to be up in there. Period. So,
they're all
like,
just jealous. They're all
yeah, they're
jealous
haters,
of Wani.
because
So
probably they wanted the same attention that Dr. Tur was giving to Dr. D on themselves. And since they weren't getting
mm-hmm.
it, and Dr. Tur still is defending his little nong, Dr. D, they're
He doing
like,
the bare minimum though. He doing
yeah,
the
at
bare
the
minimum.
bare
He need to
minimum,
do
but they
more.
don't even like that. They want him to cut him to shreds. That's what they want. They want him to hate him. And I
I'm
think,
like, for what
yeah,
reason?
and
It's
I don't
so
think they're
messy.
going to hate each other because they've had at least a friendship for a long time. But of course,
Mm-hmm.
there's going to be a lot of challenging emotions, right? And low key, do you think Dr. Tur is jealous that
I
Dr.
do.
D
Pod's gonna
now
end
has
up
like a man? At least he's
has his
believing
own
as a
D.
man.
Has some D outside D.
Yeah. I mean, but he wasn't
Boxer
getting D
D.
from Dr. Tur anyway. He was waiting for it, but he
He's
not gonna
waiting
get
eight
it.
years.
Yeah, he
8
waited
years of
8
medical school.
years, made sure that he was always douche if it were ever to happen. And
Anyway,
and
what happened to our E
it
rating?
didn't
What happened to
happen.
our E-?
You could tell it was a part of his morning routine, getting ready for work.
Oh
He's like,
my
today might
god,
be the
that's
day. Let me
unhealthy.
go
That's
ahead and just
unhealthy.
get myself prepared. But
It's crazy how they were like, um, him and Drake were like, oh, we both moved into like the same apartment complex because of this man.
hmm
Like I was like, why? I was like,
because
does
he
he have
was
such a
getting,
hold on all of y'all? Like,
well, I don't know what I
maybe Drake
forgot
also
what
liked it
Drake's
for a little bit.
character's
I
name
forgot what
is.
Drake's character's name is,
But I don't know why he
but
moved in there because he's
right,
asexual.
yeah, yeah, he's asexual.
Yeah,
I
like
guess
he's
he's
openly
not a
asexual.
romantic
And
though,
yeah, he's not a romantic, but he is
so he
asexual.
could.
And which, by the way, I love that they're focusing on the A because we don't see the A in BLs at all. This might
Rarely.
be the first time. But
I
but
think honestly. Wait, yeah.
yeah, because I don't think there's anyone that we in any of the BLs that we've watched, if we've seen anyone that's openly
Yeah, have you seen
asexual.
have you seen what's that show with New, The Warp Effect?
Yes.
Yeah, that show had such a diverse like spectrum of characters. We had like a non-binary character.
Mm-hmm.
We had like a side. We had like a we had some puppy
There was the gay
play.
couple. There was there was some bromancy stuff too with some of the straights.
It was
Um
good.
it was
It was
good.
very
Yeah.
so like this just show kind of gives that vibe. So it's like we're going very diverse group of real life people, like
I mean, and that's kind of what Only Friends did, which
mm.
I'm gonna go
But
on a
OnlyFans was
tangent.
so college messy, so college
So
messy. This
college
is a
messy.
adult messy.
Right. But I'm going to go on a little tangent. I have to because I saw this the other day. There are people who actually don't like OnlyFriends because they thought it was uncomfortable to watch.
Girl, who?
And
Say their
the thing
names.
is like, people, do you not understand? Like, I think OnlyFriends, out of everything that has come out of GMMTV, did a good job of
A
showing
good
what queer
showing messy
relationships
gays.
are usually like.
Messy gay relationships are
Yeah,
like.
because it's
And
like,
everything's all sunshine and rainbows and fluff
right. Thank you. Like, and I think that's what
and deep commitment from day one.
mm-hmm. And I think that's what people don't understand. It's like, are you expecting it to always be, a bed of tulips? No, it's a bed of roses. It's cute and all, but then it got thorns that it's gonna go on your back that you got to take out. Like
Because these are real people
these
with
are
real
real
stories
people
and
with real
real
stories,
flaws.
complicated kind of ways of having relationships. And yes, there's a lot of gay hoes. Like, there's a lot of them. Like,
Especially in college. They
especially
were
in
still in
college.
college.
Right. So there's a
They're
lot
not
of
trying to
growth
get married.
happening. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, but that's my little tangent. Going back to
Anyway, but
Wandy
this is a good
Gooday.
show.
This is a good show. A little older. Yes, there's some mess, but I like it. And I want to see if, this jealousy from Dr. Tur turns into unrequited love. Do you think it's going to go in that direction?
They might tease it a little bit, but watch it not be.
Yeah, they might tease it.
What would really gag me is if we get a throuple with Pod. I want to see.
I don't think
give
they're
me
gonna
anything
do a
with Pod.
throuple. I think that's a stretch.
Give me anything with Pod, please.
I don't
Pod
think there's
needs
going to be a throuple. I think
put
what's
his
going to
little
happen
gay
is
hat on.
I think what's going to happen is Dr. Tur is going to realize that his feelings for Dr. D were actually more than just a brother. And by this point, it's going to be too late. Yeah. And it's like, you had your chance for 8 years. Why is this also sounding familiar to something in my life again? But anyway.
Oh my God.
And now it's a little too late. Like, sorry, you can only douche for so long and prepare. Anyway, but great show. It comes out Saturdays on YouTube on GMM TV's channel, outside of Thailand, and I think in Thailand it shows on GMM TV. I think people should watch it or view. Right,
should watch it as a cute side couple too, as Fluke and Tor.
Yes,
I think his name's Tor.
And Tor was also in Warp Effect.
Yes. He was the side in Warp Effect.
He was the side in Warp Effect. Yes. Let's get into the shows that just ended. We have a couple shows that ran their run.
We have a couple shows that just ended that I did not finish with you.
That's okay, because maybe some of them are not worth finishing.
Ooh, speak on it.
But actually, with the 3 shows that have just ended, they're actually all not that bad. One of them in particular that has just ended, Love is Like a Cat. We'll get into a little later, but Blue Boys ended last week. The ending threw me off a lot. And then I found out that there's a part 2 coming next month. So I've added that to my list. So the ending felt very like, we just gonna leave it like
abrupt
this?
or like open-ended?
It wasn't open-ended. It just felt like it was very
like unresolved.
There was a big unresolved issue, and I'm kind of like, we're not doing anything more because there's some questions. And then it was after that they said there's going to be a part 2. So on Suk Film's YouTube channel, they combined the 4 8 to 10 minute episodes into one film that you can watch. So you can just watch that in its entirety.
Oh, finally. Maybe I'll watch that then.
Yeah.
Because I've only seen part 1.
Yeah.
And a little bit of part 2.
Yeah. So you can watch that in its entirety. It's about 40 minutes. And that's it. And then part 2 is coming out in June. So I think it's worth watching, especially since it's only 40 minutes out of your day. So, and it's free. I still have not paid for the subscription because apparently in the uncut, finally I found out it's just very intense kissing.
Ooh.
And I was like, I don't need to pay for that. Like, again, people made it sound as if we were going to see Dokboki. And I was like, I don't think they're gonna go that far.
Not on YouTube.
Yeah, not on YouTube. And of course, all there was apparently really, really good kissing, which they did not put in the full in the cut version.
I mean, sometimes we like to see that.
Yeah, sometimes we do, and I guess people need to calm down and stop making kissing sound like,
like
duck. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Another show that ended. Did you finish Two Worlds?
No, I still have to see the last episode.
Okay. We're not.
I was debating on it last night, but I was tired.
Well, you've been doing a lot lately.
I know.
You've been doing a lot.
Traveling.
I like the ending. I think it ended nice. And honestly, I would say, considering the shows we've seen with MaxNet, this might be their best one.
Was this their best show?
This is their best, yes.
And let's recap all their shows. They had
Naughty Babe, which
Naughty Babe was their first
where they were actually the main couple.
Where they were the leads. Yeah.
Cutie
Pie.
Pie.
They were side couple in Cutie Pie.
And then there was another show.
They were side couple in.
Was it My Engineer?
No.
What's
that show that had everybody in it?
Right. I forgot the name of that show.
Wait, I'm gonna look it up real quick.
I was trying to think. I was like, what is the name of this show?
All right, so they were in Why Are You? I don't know why that took me forever to find.
Yes, that's the show they
Why
were
Are
in.
You that had a bunch of... It had 7 couples in it.
Yeah, they had too much going on.
But I don't know if they were supposed to be together. I think
they
got together in the end,
character
but Max's character was kind of a bully.
He was a bully that had a thing for Nat's character. Right, he was a bully. Yeah, he was a bully.
Yeah, he
because,
almost assaulted him in the shower.
Yeah,
it was weird.
But out of all the stuff I've seen, this might be their best one.
I haven't finished it, and I think so too. And I haven't even seen Naughty Babe, and I just feel like this is probably their best work.
I mean, if you've seen Cutie Pie,
or at least
I think
Matt's
you've seen Naughty Babe.
Best work.
That's the way I feel.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
It looked a little too campy. It looked like Matt's lost his memory in that show for half of it, or was he pretending to lose his memory?
I would say maybe watch it this summer. It's only 6 episodes, so it won't take up too much.
Damn, they don't even get a full length?
Yeah.
Rip. Rip.
Memory in a Letter.
Memory in the Letter. Should we do a full episode of this, or we could just rant for 20 minutes right now? We have some time.
We can do a quick overview.
Oh my god!
I'm bringing this up again because you just finished it.
Yes.
And what did you think?
I think this was high art.
Well,
maybe not high art, but this was art. This was definitely someone found this interesting story that involves I'm gonna spoil here. Spoiling involves a time loop kind of love story.
A collision of universes,
A collision of universe. It's kind of two worlds. Where some guy is also thrown into another world. I wish we learned more about the mirror world that what's his name? Somjam was in. Yeah. That wasn't concise at all, but it was a good show. I really liked it.
Yeah.
I love a little mystery, a little supernatural, a little...
And that ending.
A little mystery, yeah.
Ooh.
And I did not like the giant age gap that was unexplained.
I mean, it was explained.
Bad story with the dad that was unexplained.
I mean, the age gap was explained. I mean,
explained as in that this dude did not feel like a grown man. He still the moment he revealed he was like, it's actually me. He still acted like a little kid, and I was like, boy, you were 45.
But yeah,
you were 45, a whole established doctor, and you're playing mind games.
He literally had been waiting to figure out a way to see him, and
I know, but that's a little obsessive, and that's the fantasy, like, romance part of it that is like suspend disbelief and believe in true love. But that's a little obsessive to wait for 20 years for someone.
Well,
to grow up, because you saw them,
because
their parents
he helped
before
deliver.
they conceived him.
Yeah,
and then he helped deliver the baby. So like he's known you since you were not even a thought yet.
But he didn't realize that was going to be the baby until they named the baby, and he was like, "Whoa, wait a minute."
Yeah.
Then 2+2 came together. So this is one of those rare things that
if it wasn't that much of an age gap, like if he went back and he was still like a little kid maybe, and he like barely knew the parents,
right?
But not like, I don't know. That's still kind of weird.
He grew up with the parents, like he was like their was like their brother. So in a weird way, it's like he's kind of dating his uncle, even though they're not blood related. But then again, it's like he's not, because he met
the thing is, in his mind, like
met
it was
Song
just
Jam
like
before he even knew, and Song Jam met Akson before
he knew who he was.
Right. So,
but it's still weird because it's like I just spoke to you yesterday and you were 16 or 17 or something, and now you're
40,
a whole 45-year-old man calling me P. Like that's too. I wish they gave Oxorn like some time to like freak out and, you know, have a moment to collect himself. I think they quickly went into like, oh, kiss, oh, hug, yes.
Yeah, he freaked out for maybe like 30
Let's tell
seconds.
her dad everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed some more. I as an audience member needed more time to process that. So I know he sure as hell did.
Honestly, a whole episode of him freaking out would have, I think, really.
Yeah, helped. maybe we needed a breakup right there. We needed a whoa, I can't trust you. You've been lying to me kind of thing, or like.
Yeah, or
I need
maybe
to collect
not
my
the
thoughts because
collect my thoughts. Yeah, because I need to
I would be like, I miss my friend. Like, you don't look like him, and you don't.
And you're
like,
way older than him.
And you're way older than him. Like, you have 20 years of like life experience I don't have. Like, I need some time. I don't know who this person is in front of me.
Right. Well, he
and also like, does he even remember him? Like, it's been 20 years. You've been holding on to like memories of us that you've been
he remembered
writing
him.
in your head.
He remembered him. That's
I know, but
he orchestrated making sure that he did all the things to find out who he
had
actually
a photographic
was.
memory apparently.
Yeah, so he made
like
sure
20
like,
years your memory would
up.
dwindle a little bit. Like you're still obsessing over me, and we had like 2 months together talking through a mirror. I don't know.
Yeah, the man in the mirror.
So there's one side of me that like really loved it, and the other side of me is like, to be realistic, this is wild.
It's wild, but also, I mean, meeting a man in the mirror is also wild.
And that too, they also didn't freak out over it more than like an hour.
Yeah.
A night.
Yeah,
the next morning it was like, hey,
yeah,
what
because
you
there
for
was
breakfast?
nothing more they could do. You know, like. I maybe know. Also too. I'm the kind of person where
I wish that we had a full length series, a full 12 episodes.
Yeah, I think this is one of those shows they could have fleshed out more, you know, and we could have gotten a little bit more. But also, I'm glad that they also didn't, like with the last episode, they didn't spend too much time giving fluff. They kind of just wrap things up. I will also say,
Rushley wrapped things up. It was so glazed over, the whole dad's rage over.
I really wish we saw some of
like
that rage. I wanted to see that conversation.
Yeah, I was like, why are you so mad? Wouldn't you want me to follow in your wife's legacy? Because you worked your whole life to get her out of a bad situation so she can go to college and work on her writing. Yeah. And she died having me. Yeah. And then you don't want me to finish what she started. You just want me to do engineering and be a boring person. Right. Like what?
Yeah, I think I wanted to see more of that, you know. Anyway, I liked it. I think I do think we should do a deep dive into the show because there's a lot to unpack from 6 episodes, which I think is incredible that a show left, I think, pretty much a really significant impact on both of us because it was such a wild ride, but not in a way that was bad, you know. So speaking of which,
so stay tuned.
We got some new shows, or a new show.
Yes. Um, a new show,
Yes.
a single new
Blossom
show that.
Campus. Did you finish episode 2 yet?
I didn't even finish episode 1.
Child. I don't think the show is really blossoming. Like somebody forgot to water the campus because it's dry.
I'm kind of shocked because this is Strongberry. They're coming off the high of, what's the other show called?
Choco
Oh my God.
Love Shake. Oh wait,
Yeah,
no.
Choco Milkshake.
Choco Milkshake. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that show was so like.
It was a weird
not,
show, but it was
that
not
show's
bad.
so weird. It was serious but not serious, but
Right.
really cutesy and really like eye opening. Like that blew up all over YouTube.
Right.
And then this show kind of appeared with kind of no noise.
Yeah, because
or maybe I just haven't been following it to.
I mean,
know
I
when
knew
it was
it was coming out, but you're right. It kind of just like dropped on iQIYI, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
like
not YouTube, it's iQIYI.
yeah, like
So,
no fanfare.
it's supposed to be higher budget.
Is it?
If they got iQIYI money, yeah.
I mean,
YouTube, it was very like self
But I mean,
produced.
looking at the show, they're in college.
They have budget for a hairstylist to change their hair every 2 seconds.
Right. And they're on a college campus, and I've only seen 5 people.
Oh,
Where's everybody else?
It's empty as hell.
Like, is everybody on break but them? Like,
oh no.
Also, like,
I always wondered that. Like, how do you film on campus and you have like 50 extras in the background?
yeah, like they should have extras, and there's like no extras, and I'm like, extras are not expensive. Like,
I mean, yeah, chocolate milkshake. There was like nobody. Like there was nobody.
Yeah, but then it
was
wasn't
them
as
in the
obvious.
apartment and them at the cafe.
Right.
And they had like one customer.
Yeah, and that, works for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be at a cafe, and if you're going midday, they can be really slow. The whole thing was like
the cafe's kind of struggling. And
right. So a lot of it made sense. With this show,
if you're at a school,
yeah, and they haven't been in class. I have not seen them in class, even at the library.
The first 5 minutes of them being 4 different people at the library.
Yeah, like
I remember you telling me that. I'm like, it can't be that drastic of a change. Yeah. And then immediately I was like,
it's all the same. That? It's the same 2 people, just different hairstyles.
The same 2 people, and the guy's like, oh, this is the same guy from the other day, and I'm like, is it?
I don't know. Yeah, I was so confused because I'm like, why is their hair changing so much?
Who is he?
Yeah, it was just really, it was very strange.
They're trying to keep it realistic. This is realism.
No, even in Korea, they're not changing their hair like that. Like twice in the same day.
No, it was. I don't
Sometimes
know
it was like the same day. It's like I saw you at the library in the morning, and now we're going to go have dinner at night, and you changed your hair already.
And he said middle part, side part,
perm. Like, what is going on? Like, it just really threw me off.
Oh no!
And
they probably had crazy reshoots.
They probably did. And sometimes, if you got to do a lot of reshoots, maybe you should just.
Come on, continuity.
Yeah, like do better with the continuity. Like it just.
If you're filming something, why are you changing your hair anyway?
Right.
You know you're filming something.
Right.
Look the same for at least 2 months.
Right. And to make things, despite the abysmal production,
abysmal.
I don't even know if I like the characters that much, to be honest. Like, Min Jae is kind of average. He's like the main character who transferred in. Chan, who is like, be my friend, be my friend, be my friend, be my friend. Sir, calm down. I don't know you, okay? Like, he was so desperate for this dude to be his friend. And I'm like...
I don't even know character names.
Like, why? Chan is the one that they met in the library when, Min Jae was working in the library.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's the part that was just so weird to me. It's like, why? Why are you so desperate to have this friend? And then Woo Hyuk is the younger but taller and better looking of the three,
Ooh, not better looking.
who
Drag
was
him.
introduced by the professor as
Mm-hmm.
meant to be Minjae's mentee. And Woohyuk, I think, has a little crush already on Minjae, but and Chan has a crush on Minjae if you watch episode 2.
I
Um
will try to remember names as I see this.
yeah, there's there's a story that is plotting, or at least trying to plot. Um will I keep watching? Maybe. And then also another thing on iQIYI, it says the show's 25 episodes, but then on my drama list it says 6. So I think it is probably, I'm going to assume it's an anthology where it's going to be divided up into different parts of the show, maybe focusing on different parts of the campus with different actors.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's how things would make sense. And the whole campus is just very gay. Maybe.
I I love when every character in the show is gay.
Yeah. So that I'm going to assume that's what we're going to receive, is that everybody's gay. The 10 people on this campus are gay. At this university in Seoul that has no students, but the 10 who are gay.
I would love. Do you think they're gonna make a cameo? These other characters from Choco Milkshake.
I don't know.
I love when people expand the world where you see like these characters maybe like walk by the cafe from Choco Milkshake, and maybe you see like Milk standing out there.
Yeah, I don't
like,
know,
flirting with like the uncle.
I don't know, because maybe, I mean, remember the guy who played Choco was just in Gray Shelter. I don't know if that was filming at the same time or not. I don't know. So maybe it would be nice. I mean, it would bring something interesting to the show.
Mm. Not something interesting. Drag the show.
It's child.
Maybe next week I'll have more input to share if I really give it a chance. I'll try.
Yeah, I would say
episodes
try,
out
because
right now.
you know what, we like to drag a show, because sometimes a show needs to, sometimes a show
you
needs
like
to
to
be
drag
dragged.
a show.
Yes, I do, and you do too. So sometimes we need to drag a show, because this show, I think it needs Jesus.
It needs deliverance.
Yeah, it needs deliverance somewhere. So we have some shows that we need to talk about what we're going to do in the summer. We know that summer literally starts a month from now. Yeah, a month from tomorrow, because June 20th, official summer solstice, right? And I like air conditioning. I think you do too, Jonathan. And because of that, we have lists of what shows we plan to binge when it's like over 90 degrees Fahrenheit, which is roughly around 35 Celsius for our international folks. And, you know, when it's that hot and humid like an alligator coochie in a Florida bayou in August, we got to do something else. God. So, what's on your list, Jonathan?
My list?
Yes. Your watch list, your drama list.
I feel like our lists are so similar.
They kind of are, but not really, because I got some different shows on there than you.
Well, first on my list is Sunset X Vibes. Can't wait for the new Moss Bank show. Oh, yeah. We can go one at a time. So I go mine, you go one of yours.
Yes, I do want to watch that show. I mean, we talked about it with the folks from Star Hunter. So if you haven't listened to that conversation yet, our little bonus episode, you should. But I think we're both really excited about that.
Are we really going to do a whole separate episode for Love is Like a Cat? We should.
And it'll be dragging the show. So Love is Like a Cat is the show that I will try to finish watching. I got into episode 2 and I haven't finished it yet, and it's only 15-minute episodes, but Jesus of Nazareth.
We should watch it at the same time so we can really like live roast.
Oh,
or live support.
Oh, And let's just say Love is Like a Cat so far is disappointing. And you know I love Mew, but this ain't it for him. I'm gonna say that, and I'm only an episode and a half in. Anyway,
so I put Love See the series.
mm.
You know, the new Fort Pete show.
Yes, that I think that's the one that we said it looks like it's gonna be kind of like the Ascents, but Thai.
No,
No. That's not it. That's...
Yeah, that was the that was the what's their name?
Oh gosh. Oh, that was the one that was alleged that no one had signed anything for yet.
Yeah. But this is just the new Mandy.
Yeah.
Mandy series. Is it Mandy? Wait.
Oh no, it's not Mandy. It's I forgot.
I forgot.
Yeah.
The creators of all those other shows, you know,
Love in
by
the
Chance, Tharn Type, Love in the Air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm surprised they're getting their show before Boss Knoll from Love in the Air. They're getting their own show.
Yeah. Also,
maybe Boss Knoll are gonna be side characters. I don't know.
Maybe. I also found out Noel is half Korean.
You just found that out. He's been saying that since day one because he wanted to be an idol.
Ah, yeah. I just found this out, and it's like, oh,
yeah. Okay. He very tries to style himself very Korean idol-y. Very Felix from Stray Kids.
But. Yeah, I see it. I feel it. Anyway, 23.5. I think we both are talking about binging this show.
Yes,
and this
we both
is a
have
GL.
that on our list. Yes, yeah. I think they're on episode 11 right now, but next week is a finale. So once it ends, I'm gonna binge.
Me too. And I'm really glad to see, because I don't think this is GMMTV's first GL, but
it is.
It is.
Yes, this is their official first GL.
Yeah, because they've had
first,
GL side couples. Yeah,
but it's like their first main couple is a GL.
Yeah, and it's like a high school one. It looks cute. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I put Knock Knock Boys.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's gonna be good, but it has best from Check Out the Series.
Oh.
And it has Sang from Billy Sang, That Dead Shit.
Oh.
And it has some other boys, but those are the only two that I'm like interested in seeing in the show right now.
Okay. I'm going to finish.
Silence.
I'm going to finish My Precious. That is a straight Thai series with Nanon and Om and a lot of the folks that we know.
And
yes.
Neo.
Mm-hmm. And it's a period piece it's set in like the late 90s.
Period piece.
Yes.
The 90s are so long ago.
Right. So, I mean, it is a period. Even if it was like early 2000s, that's still a period, you know, because it's not supposed to be current day. So, but I definitely want to finish that. I started it and I left off on episode 6. I might finish this today, so maybe it won't be this summer. So we'll see. But actually the show is not done running yet, so that's why part of me was thinking maybe I should just binge it in the summer. I think it has a couple more episodes left before it's done. So yeah.
I put OMG Vampire, which is that Frank Longley vampire show. It's kind of the year of vampires.
Yes.
I just realized we had 1,000 years. We're going to have this. We're going to have Revamp. And we're going to have Golden Blood.
I'm really excited for Revamp and Golden Blood. Those are the two that I'm really
if Golden Blood comes out this summer, then I will watch that.
I will
add that to this list.
Right away. Immediately. I will run to the TV.
I will drop OMG Vampire to watch Golden Blood.
Right away. And especially considering how lackluster 1,000 Years Old was.
But I still watch every week.
We still watched it, you know, hoping it would improve, and Anyway,
Well,
I'm going
we
to.
we said our piece on that.
Yeah, we said our piece of that. So I'm gonna finish "Be Your Star." That is the Vietnamese VL.
Oh, I need to start that. That's gonna be.
Yeah, they just finished episode 9. Came out yesterday, and
okay.
it was. I mean, we got a little bit of mess. I sent you a little clip as well too. So, but I think it's a show that, because I would say this, even though I've seen better shows, we don't have a lot of BLs anyway. So I think watching it is worth it. And I will preface that so far it's about a halfway closeted gay guy.
It's like an office series, right?
Yeah, and it is an office series / university crushing on a straight guy. So, or a supposedly straight guy. So, yeah.
And shenanigans ensue.
Because also with the side couple, there's a lot of mess going on there. So, yeah. Also, I want to.
I put 4 minutes.
Yeah, I believe 4 minutes.
You believe
it's coming out this summer? I believe it is.
You really think they're gonna have a surprise drop sometimes like July?
I'm thinking maybe August at the earliest. But we'll see. But Blue Boys Part 2, like you said earlier, is coming out in June, so I'm gonna watch that.
They released a release date already?
They already said that it was coming out in June. So that we know for sure. Part 2 is coming out in June, but it's not out yet. Part 2. So the first 4, remember, is Part 1. And then
they probably filmed it all at the same time. And
they probably did and gave us a little gap. And then let's talk about Chew.
What's that?
That is a Taiwanese BL that has already finished. So, and apparently there's a lot of family drama. And, you know, I love family drama. You know what you should add to your binge list for this summer, Jonathan? To Sir with Love, since you have never seen that.
It is. On my drama list, it's there.
Yeah, so I think you should watch that this summer and get back to me on it. I might rewatch it because that show was a ride. You know, and I would say similar to, what was the other show that now this sadly ended ship was in? What was the name of that show? Where
the
film
other show
was
that
the lawyer.
had job film. That had film.
Yeah.
Oh, that is called. I don't know.
Gosh.
It's called Law of Attraction.
Yeah, there we go. And similarly, I will say, but the reason why To Sir with Love and Law of Attraction are similar, other than the ship, is because the special effects are also kind of
poor.
Right. But the story is great. And I already told you with To Sir with Love, really who steals the show, it's not Jam and Film, but really the mamas.
Really?
Okay, like the wives in that show, they're fighting.
And they were doing that in I Feel You Linger in the Air. There was a lot of side women fighting.
But I'm sorry, but this fighting could not compare to what you see in I Feel You Linger in the Air.
All right.
Could not compare because it's definitely some Real Housewives stuff. Definitely. Like every single episode, the two wives are fighting with each other.
Maybe one day I'll get into Real Housewives so I can understand all the references.
Yeah. This one is like Real Housewives of Siam during Japanese occupation.
Oh
That's
my God.
To Serve with Love is.
You should make a meme of that. Real idea.
We don't have too much more to talk about.
Yeah. So, we talked about so much already.
We talked about so much already.
But stay tuned for us to go. Mini episodes. If we deep dive into memory in a letter.
Yes, because you know what? During the summer, we're going to be on and off. But we're going to keep y'all together, okay?
Oh my God. I just realized
We're gonna have some mini episodes coming out. We're gonna keep y'all together, so then y'all, if y'all miss us, you'll still hear us. So thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of Rye Can Top My Knee. Be safe and have your knee top. Well, have your knee top you without a rosebud.
I don't know how to follow that up. I hope the rye in your life does not give you. Okay, goodbye. Yes. Okay. There goes our E rating.
Yes. Bye.